Welcome to Ethereum Catalyst meeting number 140. We may have one or two meetings in between since the last one, but this is again, we are coming back on track after a lot of events and things going on internally within the Ethereum Catalyst group. So for today on agenda, we have got some updates that we would like to share with the community, as well as we'll follow how network upgrade is progressing. We'll take a look at the other protocols and application development related meetings. Those are happening around, and yeah, maybe discuss some new initiative for the next year, some plans for 2025 that we can perhaps support the community with. So starting with the first item on agenda, which is about ECH updates. The first topic here is ECH engineering. George, if you would like to share updates on that side.
Yeah, so made a few PRs. Part of them was around the administrator side. So now it's a little bit easier to make updates where around the EFP proposals, where there was a little bug where uh, there was not a way to change whether the EIPs were considered or actually included. So that was originally a draft PR that's been fully merged and updated Pectra to make sure that the ones that are actually included are included, the ones that are only considered are considered. The other thing was making an update to the podcast page. That's currently as a PR, ready to be merged. That could be previewed on Vercel if interested. But it is a similar layout to uh, the Google Slides that was mentioned in the issue related to it. The other things, let me get back to it. Can't recall the other things. There's another update being made right now with the events page. I may need help finding the links to the videos again. But the events page is being updated as we speak. So that's another one. Um,
Yeah, I have added the link to the issue from the last meeting where we have discussed some of the items that we would want to take care, just for reference.
yeah. So that's pretty much for updates right now. Um,
That's perfect. So I have just merged the pull request. Hopefully we'll be in a position to see the updates reflecting on podcast page. I think it will be helpful because we were earlier not able to follow the meeting notes. Those were not meeting notes, meeting podcasts. Those were shared in podcast form on our website. So I hope this will help us get the visibility that we were hoping. And as per the videos that you may be looking for event section, I think Akash on the call may be the best point of contact with that because he is uploading all those videos. So whatever you need, yeah, please get in touch. And if
all right.
you
Cool.
if you think that we could maybe mark closed two items, I don't know. I'm also trying to follow the link so we can get there and see if there is anything ECH website meeting. Okay, we are not able to look into the project board, GitHub access, donor page. I think donor page would be something that we would want to take a look next time. And for you, there is one update which we always want to add. That is from the interop meeting that happens on every Monday. I think I have added that on today's agenda. If you could maybe update it, let me share the link with you. This time I don't find this thing on the Fellowship of Ethereum Magician page, but it's still here available on Discord channel. We can perhaps update the notes. I've shared the link in the chat for your reference.
All right, perfect.
Okay, cool. So the next, I think, high priority item would be the donors page, because we would want to like declare some legal disclaimers on those page, and we would also want to showcase the kind of funding getting in and the source of those funds being a nonprofit entity. So it would be nice if we could like focus more on getting that donors page done, and the again the EIP author NFT section on Petra. So these are the two high priority, I think.
Yeah. I don't think we ever got someone to test out the claim card. Um,
Okay. I'll make a note of that. Maybe I can talk to Kajinder. Let me see if he has any proposal in. So we can perhaps take, or maybe I can reach out to any other author for that matter, right?
yeah, it could be any author. I think the preview page might be locked out, so I might create a new site that's like just staging. And then they could test off that. Uh, I'd have to see if that works okay with the OAuth process. I think that's just adding another URL to it. But yeah, if we get any EIP author to test it out, then that'd be good.
Sure. I will make it on my to-dos. Can I have the link that I can share with the person who would be interested in testing it, the author?
Uh, yeah, so that was where my comment with adding a staging site for this. Because I think right now you would need Vercel access for the preview. Um, so having that where it was just another cat herder member who uh is also an EIP author would have worked out with that. If it's anyone, then it might just be better if I just spin up a new site on Vercel like real quick, and then I could share that with you.
Maybe in that case, let me first go ahead and look for someone who is open to the idea. And in that case, you can perhaps provide that individual specific access, if not opening it for the community altogether.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll let you know. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, I think those were the most important things on website side or the basic updates.
Oh,
Yeah, and
one other thing was there was another PR from the community. I forget the guy's handle, but you're familiar with him in the repo, because he's made other issues and PRs in the website repo, and one was about documentation, and I merged that PR for him as well. It was a while ago, but I just now merged it like yesterday.
awesome. Yeah, I remember this individual has been contributing to Caterus website. There you go, we research. Yeah, thank you so much for the PR. And I believe he has also created some issues that we may want to consider. Oh, no, not anymore. Looks like his issue was uh, connected to the pull request, so it's closed now.
Yeah.
That's all. Perfect. Thank you.
Pooja, on the website, like, do you plan to have some sort of vision for the next year? Like, what I can think of is one is analytics, one is subscribe. Like, we can ask for email ID in the website. We can have a small section where we ask for email ID and send out a newsletter, whichever we write. So probably few enhancement we can put a to-do list. Is that something you would like to take it up, or do you want me to share some sort of list with you one-on-one or with George directly?
Yeah, that would be great to have some analytics. We have been planning to add Google Analytics to at least get analytics of how we are performing having these things visible to the community would be nice touch there.
Yeah, probably I'll add it to do like I'll come up with whatever enhancement comes to my mind, and probably you folks can also add, and we can brainstorm and prioritize and get started on something in early next year.
Definitely, that would be helpful. Thank you. I'm taking a look at the updated.
Pooja, you're on mute in case if you speak.
Thank you for reminding. I was planning to share screen and talk about the page, the podcast page that we have just deployed. All right, let me share my screen here. Podcast. Is my screen visible?
Yeah.
Are you guys able to see the podcast page on the screen?
Yeah.
Yep.
Perfect. So yeah, my thought was if we bring it in this way, we would perhaps be able to see this thing on top, like this thing on top, but it is not coming up. Do you think we could make some more changes, or do you think we could perhaps have the latest one on this side, on top right here, and then everything else?
So because it's an iframe, I can't make any changes within that iframe. Pretty
Mm-hmm.
much I'm limited to increasing the height of it, which when I did that, there's too much white space on the right side to look any good. The other option was just to stack them on top of each other, and then that way it gives you more freedom to lengthen that iframe. Um, but I can't sort resort the contents within the iframe.
Okay.
George, in case if we don't use the Spotify iframe, is there a way we create this tables and on clicking on it, it takes you to the Spotify by default, the whatever the playlist we see, right? Is that something we can customize and create it without using Spotify iframe?
Uh, Possibly, if there's an API where where it just fetches the most like the latest episodes, then yeah, we could have the freedom of doing our own custom version.
Yeah, I think that basically the scroll itself kind of it's quite invisible. Like if you look at it, we we kind of realize it, but I'm not sure if everyone will go through this. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was hoping that especially this thing, these meeting notes could be, explicitly visible. That would be a nice thing to have. While going through all these links, I think Stitcher is not working right now. Akash, may you want to take a look at it? Like, why is it breaking? It's going to Pandora, but it's somehow not connecting to our page. So maybe you can take a look if we have the active page there. If not, how can we fix it? All right, yeah, thanks for the reminder. Cool. So that is one thing. And second thing, again, a to do for Akash. If we can create specific playlist, then perhaps we can do, even if we are using the Spotify iframe, we can perhaps have the playlist for core devs calls, and we have it separately above all these six. So that way we will be able to help people guide towards the right place to follow the core dev calls. That is, I think, something getting a lot of attention, and we should consider highlighting it on our website. All right, next thing, I think one thing I and Akash was looking into the website the other day and found a small error. And another thing that I found today while I was going through his checklist for different network upgrades. So let me share these two. Here, this carousel that we have, you see TTD mentioned for everything, but TTD was only into existence after merge. Like merge was the first time when TTD was needed, and most of them were supposed to be the block number. So, George, I don't know if we would want to fix this. Is there a, I'm assuming that there must have been a template that we are using, and because of that, it is not giving the right description there. Can we consider this to be fixed?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is definitely a template. Um, yeah, I could fix that.
Okay. And there is one other issue that I found. I was going through a Google Sheet which Akash created for creating a video, which perhaps I'll discuss in some time. And I was trying to find it for Byzantium metropolis. I could not find it here on the list. Homestead, Dankun, Chapela, the merge. I could not find it. I think that was missing. And that made me think that maybe we should consider a way in which we should be in a position to download these things just to make sure that we have covered everything. And maybe we should revisit this one and try to figure out if we have missed any of the upgrades. Byzantium for sure hasn't crossed my eyes. So I think it is definitely missing here. I was trying to look into the proposals which are included. So that is another missing thing, charge that we would want to add there.
All right.
So these are the two with respect to the network upgrade page. I would definitely like to revamp this one. This is not like very cool looking. Maybe we can upgrade this. Yeah, but for now, I think these are the immediate two things that caught attention, and we should perhaps fix these.
Yeah, it seems something went wrong when trying to migrate from the
Yeah.
V2.
Yeah, because I remember like it was better earlier, but for some reason it was not correct in this version. Yeah, so we
Yeah.
can restore if possible, otherwise update it. Cool. So that's all about network upgrade. And let's move on to the next section, which is network upgrade, sorry, website related stuff. The next section is podcast. Yeah, if there are any updates on podcast, I know we have been updating Codev's meeting notes. Akash, is there anything else you would like to add? Have you worked on? I think we discussed about having a podcast of the Twitter Spaces with the WIEP. Did we get to work on that?
No.
We should try to finish that and upload it as soon as possible. I think it was pretty interesting information, especially for non-technical community. It would be nice to share it with people.
Okay.
So maybe you can
Mhm.
consider that your to-dos. And as I mentioned, that it would be nice to look into what do you call as playlist. Try to take
Oh,
a look and see how we can like optimize our resources, how we can differentiate and start sharing different playlists with people.
okay. I will look into that.
Playlist. Okay. So these two were on the podcast side. Moving on, the next one is ecosystem project demo. I don't see Valine on the call, but I had a chat with James yesterday, and I'm looking forward to have a project which I found very interesting and is participating in Octan's next round. It's called Cookie Jar. So if anyone has any contact with the team, Cookie Jar, please let me know. I would be really interested in having a conversation with the team and have them provide this platform to showcase their project. The basic idea of the project is like, provide funds into a jar in form of cookies, small cookies, where projects which needs less than one ETH kind of funding to do something specific, something useful for the community, may be able to do that. And I would love to learn more about it. So yeah, this is the project that I'm hoping to have added for next ecosystem project demo. For Meet the Herders, I don't think we have received any volunteer. I don't know, George, did you hear back from the girl who volunteered to help out with the website? Because she also mentioned that she would be helping out with Learn to Earn and Meet the Herder.
No, I have not.
Okay. Maybe we see people when they have bandwidth, and sometimes people get busy. This is a holiday season. Maybe after that, maybe in January, we hear from more contributors. Okay, I don't see any representative from EIP's Insight as well, but I have some updates from them. Looks like EIP's Insight team has updated the page to add a lot of tools for editors. And I think Sam Wilson is continuously adding feedbacks which are helping the team to build the tooling that cat herders and editors may be using. I would quickly share my screen. Share. I'm hoping the page for EIPS Insight is visible now. I'm taking it as a yes. So most of the tools that we have been provided, first of all, this leaderboard, which I found very interesting. It gives us this information of active editors and editors' contribution over a period of time with this very good scroll bar to provide us the visibility of specified time length we want to. And this is the most interesting part, that we can perhaps download individual editors' contribution done over a period of time. So I think earlier there was some error on this thing. Yeah, I see this is fixed right now. So this is like, yeah, we can see for each of the editors. This is another interesting thing, which is about what time of the day they are available. Ethereum works on decentralized platform. People are working from different part of the world, and we would want to have editors also being actively available at different time. So this helps us understand like when we can reach out to which editor if they are in your time zone or the same time zone. This is for active editors. This is cool. Another interesting tool that I loved is this EIP board. Cat headers organize this EIP editing office hour, and in that office hour, I used to go and collect individual pull requests from GitHub repositories. But this board helps us get access to all those open pull requests, which requires editor's attention in one go, and we can also download it from here. So I love this tool. This tool is originally made by Sam Wilson and his partner Nikki, and this team has just provided UI and helping out to maintain this EIP board for editors to follow. There are some other tools that can be followed here. I think analytics, yeah, monthly open pull requests and closed. So if we can see, the ratio of opening is like really, really high, but we are trying to manage and close as much as possible. On Insight side, I think, yeah. So this is for current month EIPS Insight. We have received 10 proposal in ERC and 6 proposal in EIP as draft. We have moved 1 proposal in ERC to final status, And the proposal is NFT metadata JSON schema storage. Okay, cool. Good. And we have a bunch of, no, just one on each side on last call. So we'll try to follow up with the authors of these proposals to move their proposals in the final stages if they have passed on the waiting period of 14 days. So I think that's all about EIPS Insight. This project is also participating in Octant to receive some community support for continued work. There are multiple ways to support. The first and foremost is go ahead and create an issue with the feature that you would want to learn about EIPs and you think that it is missing on the website right now. And then if you have some ideas and would want to add PR to like fix anything or maybe add additional feature, you are also welcome. So yeah, that's all about it. And thank you team for taking me out of that HackMD file that I was maintaining for a couple of years to share this EIPS insight with the community. Now people can access it at any point of time. Moving on to the next item, which is PEEP and EEP. George, I would seriously need your help to maintain this calendar on website, on GitHub. So we be able to share this calendar and request for selection of the slot that they would want to. For now, I'm using Google Sheet, and I think we have one upcoming meeting. Just give me a second. I'm trying to pull out the name because now it is not very well maintained there. 17. Okay, so the meeting name is Fast Confirmation Rule. It's a new research topic for how we can confirm the block faster. It's a proposal by Roberto, and he has also provided this presentation on DEFCON, but there are some more research ongoing on this side. So we are planning to have him on next PEEP and EEP planned on January 22nd. The timing is a bit different because he is working from a different time zone. So it would be at 23:30 UTC, not usual of 18:30 UTC. We would try to add this event in event section of Cat Herders. We might need the cover image thumbnail for promotion. And of course, once our GitHub dashboard is fixed, we would update it on dashboard as well for people to refer to. If people have suggestions about other topics that they would want to include in PEEP and EEP, please reach out, please let us know. So that's on that. On grant, Octant Epoch 6 is upcoming. Currently, there is a snapshot round going on to select 18 more projects to participate in Octant Epoch 6. We have been grandfathered. The Ethereum cat herders have been grandfathered, and we are already in Epoch 6 selection. So hopefully the grant round will start shortly. We would request all GLM holders to support us with the reward that they can, because with your small reward, Octant will be adding a lot more for each of the projects. So you can multiply this amount with a very big number, and that would support these projects for longer term. So come out if you are holding GLM, if you are staking GLM, please support all public good funding for Octant. I think for this year, we have, this is the last participation in any grant round. For future, we might come up with new, and we'll share information around that. On WIEP, we had this Twitter Spaces last week, I believe, where we talked about how technical and non-technical community may be able to contribute to Ethereum protocol. This were more specific to women, but I believe this talk could be useful for most of the community members, especially the non-technical people. So hopefully, Akash would work on releasing the podcast version of it shortly, and you would be able to hear that. Thank you. All right. On breakout room, I don't know, Akash, if you would like to maybe provide updates on some of the new breakout room meetings, those are happening. Okay. If not, then I can give it a try. So we have a few new breakout rooms started. The first one is EVM Max, and this meeting will happen once in a month. We have recorded the first meeting. Video is available on Ethereum protocol YouTube, and you can also find the agenda for the next meeting on Ethereum PM. I think, let me try to find out the date. I think it is 3rd of, no, 3rd is for EPPS. Okay, for some reason my computer is not willing to support me right now, but I'm trying to still find it. Anyway, people can find the agenda on Ethereum/PM. I don't know, for some reason it is saying no server is currently available to service your request. What went wrong? I don't know, but it's a cute unicorn picture on the top. Anyways, moving forward, we have a few other meetings. There is a meeting for a new proposal, FOCIL, for sale, and they are proposing new EIP for inclusion list. We have organized last Friday the first public meeting for it, and the next one hopefully will be organized on 10th of January. It's between 7th or 10th. It will be out for voting shortly, and we'll get to know the confirmed date for it, but that would be in the second week of January, no sooner than that. And yeah, EPBS meeting is this Friday, and we are trying to update the video, the meeting notes, and the agenda all on the Ethereum/PM breakout room meeting folder. People can check that out. I think recently a contributor from Cat Herder has updated for all PDAS meeting. I can see 12 meetings have been updated there. So yeah, thank you. Kudos for updating notes for all those meetings. And I think we have received the latest one, 13, meeting number 13 is also out. We'll try to update that as well. Cool. So that's all about breakout room meetings and other updates. Spectra interrupt call, we will update the link for the latest meeting note on our website. Please check out ETHCAT Herder's website. And we have other protocol and application development playlists for people to follow. I think I have been talking for quite some time. Now it's time to maybe discuss some new ideas. We are heading towards 2025. I would love to hear some thoughts on how we can continue supporting the community in 2025. I don't know if anyone would want to maybe talk about it. Akash had an idea about some video. If he is working on some video, which is great, I find it good. We'll continue working on that. But if people have other suggestions that we can work on, please let us know.
Just one thought, right? Like, should we just do some sort of interviews, like a very short interviews with Ethereum contributor like Tim or anyone, Gajendra or anyone, right? We can just request them if they're okay, and we can interview them in a basis of what are they excited about 2025, like, or some insights on upcoming development in 2025. What is being planned to release, like a small video, or we can convert it to a shorts and share it to the community.
It's a very good idea. I would definitely need some volunteer there. I'm sure Akash would be available to maybe edit all those videos, but it would be nice to have someone sit and have this chat, or maybe able to coordinate, because we have very less time. People are going on vacation. Is it something that we can perhaps do in next 1 week? If so, that's a very good one.
Or it can either be within next 1 week, or even in the first week of January, we can just ask them, and until Jan 15th, if we are able to roll out 1 or 2 shots around that, that would be nice.
Okay.
What do you-
So if we can, okay, I think it's a very good suggestion, Santosh. Maybe what we can do is like take it two-way approach. One is try to get their thoughts collected over video clip. If they are open to the idea, I can perhaps provide you the dimension and you can shoot out the emails. Otherwise, if they are not comfortable or they don't have the availability in next 7 to 10 days, maybe they can share their feedback on a form, or just over email in text. We can have it represented beautifully. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think form might be much easier because they can just type it and send it across, and we can create a content around it. Yeah.
Yeah, Akash, I would love to hear your thoughts here. Like, do you think that if we use the textual form, we can mix it with the video, or we can create a video of it all together, like who said what kind of?
Maybe we can ask for a short video, like minimum 1 minute or
Okay. Okay, let's try both. Santosh, I think I am available after this meeting. Let me see if there is a PG meeting. Otherwise, I could do it. Anyway, we can get in touch, and I can help you with like the format that we might need. And yeah, there is only one question we can ask. So the other thing that would be useful would be the list of developers whom we should be reaching out to.
Yeah, sure. Cool.
Okay,
We'll connect. Yeah.
perfect. Thank you. Yeah, that's all from this side. Um, any individual, like it would be nice to share the goals or the vision of this new group with the community. So anyone, if you have planned your year or maybe quarters, want to share it with cat herders, please share it with me. I would love to include that in the report, and we'll share it with the community. Any other thing people would like to share or discuss today? Okay. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, I think this is one last thought I had is probably within our Twitter, like should we like X, like should we do like some sort of, I know not a giveaway, but like we can just ask them as folks like, what is that one thing you really enjoyed with ECH updates, right? In the last 12 months in 2024, like would you like they can retweet it and post a quote around it. I really enjoyed this notes. I really enjoyed this information coming out of from ECH. So maybe just trying to create some virality or to bring this showcase to the community that we have done a lot of things, right? Because each one might have their own thing which they would have liked it with ECH. I just wanted to see if there's a way we can bring that uh, bring that information outside.
Love
I
the
don't
idea.
know. I
Really
don't know
love.
if I,
Please carry on.
yeah, sorry, I'm not sure if I put it right, but I just wanted to see if we can create some virality and have like at least 10 people talking what they like most with the ECH. And if they can retweet our post and quote it, hey, I really enjoyed this notes. I really enjoyed this update. It gave me a consolidated list and so on, right? If we can do that, I think that adds a lot of value for ECH and it will be motivational for us also, right? Like we are doing some good work out here. Yeah.
Of course. I would love for more engagement coming out of Twitter handle. So it would be nice if you can maybe post it. I think you should have the access of it, and not only just this one. It would be nice to have weekly engagement, something like that, or the other topic we can include. Maybe create polls once a week, and then maybe collect feedback another day of the week. We can come up with some cadence around that.
Okay, cool. Maybe Akash, I'll reach out to you for some help on the image like for this, and we can brainstorm between three of us, and we can do one post within this week.
Yeah, and Akash has shared a couple of meme images that we should be sharing, and we are considering to share it before the Codevs meeting. So if you would want to add this kind of interesting thing on any other specific day or the same day, we can perhaps do that. So yeah, it would be a good idea to connect and brainstorm more on that.
Sure. That's all.
Cool. Thank you so much. I think we have quite a good feedback. I'm going to add action items from whatever I can remember from today's meeting right here in the issue section. But going forward, it would be a good idea if people can add their updates before the meeting. I will create the agenda right after this call. So it will give enough time for people to come back. I know I was late today to update it, but I am hoping to give people enough time to add their updates directly there. Very well. Any final comments from anyone? This is the last meeting of the year.
Yeah, so quick update. I just connected with Rowdy from Cookie Jar. So we got that. And I connected you with him. So
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah,
yeah, it was quite easy because he's also part of Raid Guild.
yeah, I heard him yesterday in Twitter Spaces, and I was so impressed by his project. I was like talking to James that please connect me. I want to talk to this guy. All right, thank you so much, James. Sorry, George. Group chat?
Yeah, no problem.
Oh yeah, I see you. See the group chat. Okay, cool. I will get on there and respond. Thanks for it. All right, team. Thank you so much for all the contribution throughout the year. I look forward to working with you all in the next year with new goals, new visions in mind. Hopefully, we'll continue what we have been doing, but we will add some more new tasks as per the requirement of the ecosystem, the demands. We'll try to focus on creating more content around education. So if people have, bandwidth to maybe document or create videos, blog posts, which will help new community member, will be nice to have. Another important thing would be the surveys that we had been doing for the community. There are some new surveys questions that the core developers would like to get answer to, so we can help out with them. And the third thing would be the events. So please brainstorm. Let's come up with new ideas. In the new year, the next meeting date is January 14 at 1400 UTC. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Have a happy holidays.
Thank you, everyone. Happy holidays.
Bye, everyone. Happy holidays.